Hello, greetings once again, lovely viewers. This is the third episode of our PMP Alumni Talks. My name is Kwabna, and I'm going to be your host for today. The PMP Alumni Talks is designed for us to be motivated, to be encouraged, to take the courage or the bold step and then take our PMP exam and then become certified. Over the past two episodes, we've had two PMPs who passed through Step Up Business School. We've spoken to them, we've interviewed them, and we've seen the journey that they went through to become certified project managers. Today, we have another PMP with us in the name of Emelia, and she will introduce herself shortly, and then we can kick off for today's episode. Once again, you are welcome to episode 3 of the PMP Alumni Talks. Emelia, you are very much welcome.
Thank you for having me, Kwabna.
It's good to have you here today.
I'm happy to be here.
Great. So tell us a bit about yourself, just a short, brief introduction.
Okay, so my name is Emelia. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you'll be watching us. My name is Emelia Theodora Forson. I currently work with the Ministry of Food and Agriculture under the Extension Division. I'm also a pig farmer and a certified PMP. Yes. I think that's okay for now.
All right, so let's dive in straight into today's session. So first of all, what influenced your decision to take the PMP and then become certified?
Over the years, it has always been, when you're looking for a job, it has always been a criteria, a requirement that you should be most of the. So I am mostly with developmental partners. So mostly the job requirement had been certified project management professional. So that drew my attention to project management. Even though I was working on projects, I didn't see the need to be certified until I was seeing it come along with job requirements. So that's tickled my interest to go and look for more resources on project management. So I started learning on YouTube, but I realized, no, I couldn't do it like that. So I had to get professional help. Yeah.
Okay, so you were already doing projects.
Yeah, I was.
You were already doing projects. Okay.
I,
So from the time that you were into PMP, you were into projects, and now that you are a PMP, do you see any differences?
yes, actually, I saw the differences right from when I started with Step Up.
Okay.
Anytime we have discussions online, I was on the online. So anytime I learned something, I would go and practice it and I would see difference. Especially mine started with a simple task, meetings, and then setting agenda. Because I saw that over the years, we were just quote unquote wasting time in meetings because we don't set agenda. We just go and sit there and we just blow with the wind. So just that simple task and then engaging my stakeholders. So I learned a lot. I had to apply right from when I started learning it with Step Up. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So which session were you in? Which month did you take the training and when did you get certified?
So I think I did it in 2023, October. I was with the September, October cohort, 2023. And then it took me one whole year to write the exam.
Wow. A whole
I
year
did
to
my
write the
exam.
exam.
Exactly. I did it last year, 2024, November 13th. Yeah.
That's a year
And I
plus. Wow.
passed.
Why
I
why
know.
that late?
I was scared, honestly,
You're
because
scared.
even though I was scared, even Step Up had assured me that I would pass with regards to
Mm,
the outline, call outline, and all that. When you hear from other people, you know that the PMP is no joke. So I was scared. I thought I wasn't and all that. So I kept dragging it until I had to set a date, and the date pushed me to learn and then sit for the exam.
wow. Okay, so you had 1 year, a whole year to prepare. Or would you say that there were times that you had forgotten about it, you were not preparing towards that? How was your preparation
I
process?
I stopped. So after completing the course with Step Up in October, I just took it out of my plate and I was going about my normal thing. And then somewhere in January, James was my instructor, by the way. So somewhere in January, he sent a message on our WhatsApp platform that we should make it a New Year resolution. And that striked strike me. And I said, no, I really have to pursue this thing and get it over and done with. Then thankfully, Step Up brought up the boot camp in June. So I signed up for that. So that gingered me to prepare for it. So technically, I started learning somewhere in June after the boot camp. So
Wow.
June to November, where I wrote the exam. Yeah.
How beneficial was the boot camp?
It was a lifesaver, honestly,
Wow.
because I think it was true, even though it was short, but it was intense. And we were given some questions to answer. And then the simulator too on the Step Up platform, the website, it's really
Yes.
helped. So I noticed that I had forgotten almost everything theoretically, even though I was practicing it.
Mm,
But with project management, what you learn in the book is different from what you practice. So exactly. So I realized I had totally forgotten the core principles of project management, even though I was practicing it. I just had to sit up. So the boot camp really helped me. It did.
wow.
Yeah. So even with the boot camp, I did the first day for online. Then I noticed, no, I really had to be there. So the second day, I had to come to Step Up myself in person and finish it up. Yeah.
That's great. That's great to hear. So let's come to the workplace. You made mention of the theory and then the workplace. Do you see any
Mm.
differences in the workplace after being certified? Have you got any opportunities, new opportunities that are coming up because of this certification?
Oh, not directly, but I see that now they push quite a lot to my table because
Mm,
they know I have the technical know-how. So they push a lot of work to my table. Yeah.
so it comes with more responsibility.
More
They trust
responsibilities.
that
Yeah. If I
you'll be
put
able to handle it because you are certified.
exactly.
I hope they are giving you more money.
I
That's
can only
really
laugh.
all right. So the exam you were in the exam hall for about 4 hours. How was the experience like? Where did you write your exam?
So I wrote mine at the Total Energies. There is a person center there, around the National Theatre area.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where I wrote mine. Yeah. I was scheduled to write at 10 a.m. and I got there quite early, even before 8 a.m. So I was just there preparing. James had told us not to read anything on the D day, but I think I
Mm,
was stubborn. I was so scared. That tells you how scared I was. So I was still reading, looking at questions, watching YouTube videos until I got the prompt to go to the exam center to start with the registration process. Then I went there. But when I got there, I was scared, honestly. I was still scared, but I'm here.
wonderful, wonderful. So what would be your one take home for anyone who is preparing to write the exam?
So what worked for me, right, is, like I said, it took me a year to actually make up my mind to write the exam. But what worked for me was I had already paid, and then I had a time limit within which to write the exam. So even though I had joined the boot camp and was prepared, I was still dilly-dallying. Then PMI sent me a message that I have up until 15th December to write my exam. Afterwards, that money is gone. I couldn't afford it. Exactly. So I would advise anyone who is preparing, you are ready. Don't say you are not ready. You are ready. Once you've gone through Step Up, you are very ready to
Uh,
write it. Just
you need to frame that quote.
fix. Yes, once you've gone through, let me reiterate. Once you've
Yes.
gone through Step Up, you are very ready to write the exam and you will pass. just book a date for the exam and then learn towards it. That's what helped me. So I learned towards it. You know that there is something ahead of you to achieve. You definitely work towards it. You will sit down. Yeah. So that's what helped me. And then you have to make use of, once you've gone through Step Up, make use of their website, the exam simulator and all that. It gives you, it helps you in timing yourself so you could be within time. Because I must say, when I was in the exam room, I think when it was left with about 40 questions, and I had barely 20 minutes to go. And this is me that I had gone through the exam simulator over and over again. So if you don't go through that, to get used to the timing, to get used to how to sit down for more than 3 hours, you would be found wanting in the exam room. So I would say schedule for the exam, book a date so that you can work towards it, and then you work with the Step Up website, the exam simulator. It was so good. Yes, I think those are my top three. And once you learn, that's it.
Wow. So you started praising Step Up already. So you just rate us. How was your training, the whole training at Step Up Business School? How will you rate us?
Oh, Step Up. Honestly, you guys, you've done so well for us.
Hmm.
If I say for us, for those of us who learned there,
Yeah.
right from get, James was my instructor, like I said earlier. He was almost always on time. If he couldn't be on time, he would let us know.
Hmm.
So from the online session, I really benefited. I got my money's worth. And then afterwards too, you kept being on us, write the exam, the motivation and all that. And then the boot camps, which are absolutely free. Those ones too helped. And even afterwards, how to maintain your certificate with PDUs and all that, you keep us going. So Step Up, you guys are amazing. So out of 10, would it be fair if I give you 9.5?
I was going to say give us 11. With all that you said, you take 11.
I wish I wish I could even give you 11 or 10, but if I say 10, I'm I'm slightly biased. I've
I
I've
get
taught
you.
before. I've been a
Mm,
TA before, so hardly will I give 10. But 9.5, that means you are
ah,
excellent. Yeah.
sure. We are grateful to have been part of your journey. And we are
Yeah, I'm
grateful for
so
your time today to at our PMP Alumni Talks. Any last words for anyone who has done the training and is scared just like you were about the exam?
okay. So there's once you got in here, there's nothing to be scared of. Honestly, it's not that we are overpraising Step Up. They are really into the business of helping us to pass. So once you've gone through Step Up, be assured that you will pass. Just learn. If you don't learn, there's no way you would pass, honestly. What they've given us, the notes, just learn it and you are good to go. And then PMP too, it's really a sure way to advancing your career in any form. Like I said, I'm in the agric sector, but you see construction, almost every sector, there is project management in it. So I would advise, if you are yet to write it, be sure to write it, especially now that they've not brought in the PMBOK 8.
Yes.
Yeah, so you have to write it before all the AIs come in.
All right, that's a great advice. That's a great advice.
Yeah.
I think the year is still early, so this is to everyone who has done training and they're still scared. They're so not sure about taking the exam. Emilia is saying that once you've gone through Step Up Business School, you are ready not just to take the exam, but to pass as well. Thank you very much, Emilia PNP. I'm very grateful for your time. And I believe that this is going to encourage a lot of people to take that bold step. Thank you.
You're welcome, Kwabena. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you as well. So that's it for today's episode. We'll be back in episode 4 with another PMP who will share his or her experience. Have a lovely evening. Bye.
Bye.